She posted, "Manifesting a man who actually spoils me," after I refused to buy her a designer bag. I commented, "Hope you get it." Then I spoiled myself with a new life. Her reaction when she saw my relationship farewell post: I, 28 male, saw the Instagram post that ended my relationship while eating leftover pizza for breakfast. Cassandra, 26, my girlfriend of 3 years, had just posted one of those aesthetic quote graphics, "Manifesting a man who actually spoils me." The kicker? This was 12 hours after our fight about the Bottega Veneta bag. Quick backstory. We'd been at the mall yesterday. She dragged me into the luxury section, zeroing in on this $3,800 woven leather bag. Started dropping hints that turned into outright requests. "Babe, wouldn't this look amazing on me? You know my birthday's coming up in 4 months." Other boyfriends buy their girls nice things. I make decent money as a software engineer, around $95. But I'm also paying off student loans, saving for a house down payment, and supporting my younger sister through college. A nearly $4K bag? Not happening. When I explained this, calmly I thought, she went cold. Silent treatment the whole drive home. Then this morning, that post. The comments were already rolling in from her friends. "Yes, queen, know your worth. Girl, you deserve someone who treats you right. Some men just don't understand investment pieces." I stared at my phone for a good 5 minutes. 3 years together. We'd talked about moving in together next year. Marriage eventually. And she's publicly announcing she wants someone else because I won't drop $4,000 on a purse? Deep breath. Opened Instagram, found her post. Typed my comment, "Hope you get it." Then I put my phone down and got ready for work. Had a weird sense of calm, like when you finally decide to quit a job you hate. The decision was already made. My brain just hadn't caught up yet. Checked my phone at lunch. 14 missed calls, 23 texts. The first few were confused. What does that mean? Are you being sarcastic? Call me back now. Then angry. Are you seriously doing this over Instagram? You're so immature. My mom saw your comment, WTF is wrong with you? Then bargaining. I was just venting. You know I didn't mean it like that. Can we please just talk? I didn't respond. Instead, I did something I'd been putting off for months. Updated my LinkedIn, polished my portfolio, and applied to 3 remote positions I'd bookmarked. If I was going to spoil anyone, it was going to be myself. After work, went straight to my buddy Marcus's place. Showed him everything. He just shook his head and said, "Bro, she failed the test she didn't even know she was taking." Cassandra showed up at my apartment that night. I watched through the Ring camera as she tried her key. I hadn't changed the locks. She never officially lived with me, just had a spare for emergencies. Let herself in. I was sitting on the couch, her stuff already in a box by the door. "What is this?" She gestured at the box. "Your things. Figured you'd want them for your new manifestation journey." "Are you seriously breaking up with me over an Instagram post?" "No," I said. "I'm ending this relationship because you publicly announced you want someone else. The post was just you finally being honest." "It was about the bag, Jake. The stupid bag." "It was about respect, Cassandra. You think I don't want to spoil you? I paid for every date for 3 years. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's anniversary, I got you thoughtful gifts. That weekend trip to wine country, the concert tickets you wanted, the jewelry you wear. But because I won't blow $4,000 on a bag while I'm helping my sister avoid student loans, I'm not enough?" She tried tears. "I just wanted to feel special." "You were special. Past tense. Now you're free to manifest whatever you want. You're overreacting. It's just social media." "Cool. Then you won't mind this." I pulled out my phone, went to our relationship status, changed it to single. "Just social media, right?" Her face went from sad to furious in record time. "You're going to regret this. You'll never find someone like me." "That's the goal." She grabbed the box and stormed out, slammed the door so hard my neighbor texted asking if everything was okay. I sat there for a while expecting to feel something. Regret? Sadness? Mostly I just felt relieved, like I'd been carrying a weight I didn't even realize was there. Time to see what spoiling myself actually looked like. Update 1. Thought that would be the end of it. Man, was I wrong. First week was actually pretty peaceful. Blocked Cassandra on everything, focused on work, hit the gym consistently for the first time in months. Even started that online course I'd bought but never touched because weekends were always about what she wanted to do. Then the flying monkeys arrived. Her best friend Destiny hit me up first. Paragraph after paragraph about how I broke Cassandra's heart and how relationships require sacrifice and how I was toxic for not fighting for love. I responded with K and blocked her too. Her sister Jade was next, trying the guilt angle. Cassie's not eating, she cries every day. How could you do this to her? I almost responded seriously until I saw Cassandra's Instagram story. My coworker showed me. Girl was at brunch with mimosas. Very much eating. But the real circus started when I posted on LinkedIn about getting an interview for one of those remote positions. Senior software engineer role, 40% pay bump, fully remote. Just a professional, excited about this opportunity type post. Somehow this got back to Cassandra, and that's when she went nuclear. Saturday morning, I wake up to my phone blowing up. Mutual friends sending me screenshots. Cassandra had made a TikTok, a whole-ass TikTok about our breakup. She's sitting in her car, tears streaming. Girl should get an Oscar, telling her story. I was with this guy for 3 years. 3 years of my life. And you know what ended it? I made one post about wanting to be treated special. One, and he broke up with me in front of my things already packed. Like I meant nothing. The video had 50K views. The comments were exactly what you'd expect. Men ain't shit far. You dodged a bullet, queen. He was intimidated by a strong woman who knows her worth. But then she made a mistake. She posted a follow-up video showing our text conversation from a month ago where I'd said I was saving money and couldn't go to an expensive restaurant she wanted to try. Except she didn't realize the screenshot also showed her response. If you can't afford to date me properly, just say that. The tide started turning in the comments. Wait, so you knew he was saving money? Girl, this backstory ain't helping your case. 3 years and you ended it over a bag? Could never be me. That's when things got interesting. Remember that interview I posted about? I got the job. Started immediately since it was remote. The pay bump meant I could accelerate my savings goals, house down payment by year-end, fully fund my sister's last semester, and have money left over. I decided to celebrate. Posted a photo on Instagram, public profile, of my new home office setup. Dual monitors, standing desk, the works. Caption, investing in myself paid off. New role, new chapter. 20 minutes later, Cassandra texts from a friend's number, must be nice to suddenly have money for yourself. I didn't block this one, just responded, it is, actually, thanks for the manifestation help. That's not what I meant and you know it. You manifested a man who would spoil you. I manifested a life where I could spoil myself. We both won. You're such an asshole, I loved you. You loved the idea of what I could buy you. There's a difference. She started typing and stopping for like 10 minutes. Finally, I want my watch back. Now this was hilarious because she never gave me a watch. I think she was confusing me with her ex. I just replied, what watch? The one I gave you for Christmas. Cassandra, you gave me a cologne sample set from Macy's for Christmas. It was $25. I still have the receipt you left in the bag. Radio silence after that, but she wasn't done. Oh no. 2 days later, I get a notification that I'm tagged in an Instagram post. It's Cassandra with some dude at a fancy restaurant. Caption, when he actually understands your worth, at Jake Morrison, I hope you're happy now. The guy looked uncomfortable as hell in the photo, like he didn't know he was about to be used as a prop in her manifestation theater. Here's the thing. I was happy. Genuinely, actually happy. New job was amazing. I was sleeping better. Meal prepping instead of eating out constantly. Even reconnected with friends I drifted from because Cassandra always had drama with them. So I commented, I am. Congrats on manifesting what you wanted. She deleted the post within an hour. Marcus sent me a screenshot later. She'd posted and deleted 3 different stories ranting about how I was stalking her by responding to posts she tagged me in and how I was clearly not over her. Meanwhile, I was booking a solo trip to Japan, something I'd wanted to do for years but couldn't because Cassandra only wanted beach vacations where she could take Instagram photos. Life was good, but she had one more card to play and it was a doozy. Update 2. Just got back from Japan. Incredible trip. Hiked Mount Fuji, ate at tiny local spots, took exactly 0 influencer-style photos. Posted a few landscapes on my story, nothing more. While I was gone, Cassandra apparently had a breakdown. It started when she saw that I'd changed my WhatsApp photo to one from Tokyo. According to our mutual friend Kevin, who remained neutral through all this, she lost it in their group chat. He's in Japan? Japan? We were supposed to go to Japan together. He said he couldn't afford trips. Kevin, absolute legend, responded, "Didn't you always want to go to Turks and Caicos instead?" That's not the point. The point, apparently, was that I was living my life without her, and that didn't fit her narrative of me being devastated and lost without her guidance. When I landed back home, I had 17 missed calls from an unknown number. My sister texted me, "Hey, some girl named Cassandra called Mom looking for you. Said it was an emergency." She called my mother. I called my mom immediately. She was confused but amused. She was crying, saying you won't return her grandmother's necklace. I told her I didn't know anything about jewelry, but that you're an honest person and to handle it through proper channels if there's actually missing property. There was no grandmother's necklace. Cassandra's grandmother was very much alive and lived in Florida. I'd met her once. She spent the whole dinner telling Cassandra she needed to stop acting like a princess and get a real job. But this gave me an idea. I compiled everything. The original Instagram post, her TikToks about our breakup, the texts admitting she knew I was saving money, the false claims about the watch, now the fictional grandmother's necklace, the harassment through multiple numbers, contacting my family. Sent it all to a lawyer friend for advice. He said it was enough for a cease and desist letter, but suggested I document any further contact first. I didn't have to wait long. That weekend, she showed up at my apartment with her new man, the restaurant prop guy, whose name was apparently Dimitri. They were standing outside my building when I got back from the gym. "We need to talk," she announced. "No, we don't. Please leave." Dimitri looked like he wanted to evaporate. Poor guy was clearly just arm candy for whatever scheme she'd cooked up. "I want my things back." "What things? I gave you everything in that box. My grandmother's necklace." "Cassandra, we both know that doesn't exist, just like the watch didn't exist." Dimitri's head snapped toward her. "You said he stole your grandmother's jewelry?" "He did. Tell him, Jake." "Dude," I said to Dimitri, "run. Trust me on this one." Cassandra erupted. "Don't talk to him. This is between us." "There is no us. There's you, harassing me and me, about to call the police." "You wouldn't dare." I pulled out my phone and dialed. "Hi, I'd like to report harassment at building address. My ex-girlfriend who I've asked to leave multiple times is..." They left. Dimitri was already walking away while Cassandra screamed at him to wait. That night, she made her final mistake. She posted on Facebook, "Boomer move, honestly, in a local Are We Dating the Same Guy group. Full novel about how I was a narcissist who love-bombed her, then discarded her when she set boundaries about being treated with respect." Problem was, I had receipts. So did Kevin, who'd watched this whole thing unfold. He commented with screenshots of her original manifesting post and her admission that she knew I was saving money. The roasting in the comments was brutal. "So you ended a 3-year relationship over a purse? Girl, this is embarrassing. Delete this. Sis really thought she did something here." Fellas, if she posts about manifesting another man, that is another man. But the best comment came from an unexpected source. Dimitri. For context, I went on 2 dates with this woman. She spent both talking about her ex and asking me to buy her things to prove I was serious. When I said I wanted to get to know her first, she accused me of being just like Jake. I see now Jake was the smart one. The post was deleted within hours, but screenshots were already circulating. That's when I posted my final move. Changed my Instagram bio to "successfully manifested peace" with my LinkedIn attached showing my new position. Then I posted a single photo, my new house keys. Caption, "Sometimes the best investment isn't in a bag. First house at 28. Thanks to everyone who supported this journey." The likes poured in. Comments from friends, coworkers, even some of her friends who'd quietly unfollowed her during the drama. My sister commented, "Proud of you, and thanks for everything." Cassandra tried one last text from yet another number. "I hope you're happy. You ruined my reputation." I didn't respond, but I did smile. She manifested a man who would spoil her. I manifested a life where I could spoil the people who actually mattered. My sister, my future, myself. The cease and desist letter was sent the next day. Haven't heard from her since. Dimitri follows me on Instagram now though. Solid dude. We grab beers sometimes. He says I saved him at least $10 in designer goods. Funny how manifestation works. She wanted a man who would spoil her. Instead, she manifested her own downfall while I manifested the life I actually wanted. The Bottega Veneta bag she wanted? Saw it at a consignment shop last week for 60% off. Still too expensive for what it is. But that house down payment? Worth every penny I saved by not buying that bag. Manifest wisely, friends.